Hi y'all, it's Dorian. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add an ambient ground fog effect to your builds. This is a quick and easy trick and can add a little extra something to a variety of builds. This can be done with no mods or custom content, but you will need to have the Get Together expansion pack as well as the MoveObjects cheat enabled, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you'll want to do is to make sure you have a sim on your lot. You can still do all this by going straight into build mode, but you'll not be able to see the effect until you're able to get into live mode. By bringing a sim onto the lot, you can go back and forth between build and live mode as needed to make any adjustments. The second thing you'll want to do is to make sure you have the MoveObjects cheat enabled. To do that, you will do the following. Press Ctrl-Shift-C on your keyboard to open up the cheat console. From there, type testing cheats space on and hit enter. You should see a prompt that says cheats are enabled. Then type bb.moveObjects space on and then hit enter again. You should see a prompt that says the MoveObjects cheat is on. And that's it. You can close the cheat console by pressing Ctrl-Shift-C again, and we're ready to go. The next thing you'll want to do is go to the first level of the basement on your lot. You can do this by pressing the down arrow in the upper right hand corner or by pressing page down on your keyboard. Now, if you are starting on a fresh lot like this, you may notice the options are grayed out. You can get around that by placing a single wall piece on your lot. Once that's done, you can move up and down levels as needed. Once you're on your first basement level, you'll need to create a room in the general area where you want the fog effect to occur. You can do this by clicking on the room tool and dragging it to the size you need and in the general area you need. For this example, we're just going to put one all across the lot. Once your room is placed, you'll want to click on the selection arrow and then click on one of the walls you just created. You want to make sure they are set to a medium or high wall height, and I'll show you why in a moment. From here, you can click on the outdoor water decor icon, which is represented by the log. And then you'll want to click on the pool ladder icon to bring up the pool objects. From here, you'll want to select on the steam grates. There are several to choose from, and it doesn't really matter which one you select, but the Unter steamer will give you a smaller effect than the other ones. For the sake of this demonstration, we'll be using the steaming ornate object. Once you have it selected, go ahead and start placing the objects. If you hold down the shift key while placing them, you won't have to reselect them every time. Now, you can place them as close or as far apart as you want. Since MoveObjects is enabled, you can even overlap them. The closer the grates are, however, the more pronounced and brighter the effect will be, as the fog will give off some light. For this tutorial, let's do one area where we have two tiles in between. We'll do another one with half a tile in between. And we'll do another one where they're overlapping each other. Once you have all your steam grates down, go ahead and go back into live mode. The first thing you'll notice is the steam rising to the top of the floor. This is the reason why the grates need to be placed on in the basement instead of on the ground level, because the steam will rise up to the top and appear on the next floor up. If you place the grates down at ground level, the steam would just rise into the air and you'd be left with bubbles. The next thing you'll notice is the bubbles flying out of the grates. By setting the walls to a medium or high wall height, the bubbles will dissipate before they get to the next level. At low wall height, the bubbles will still poke through, which, hey, if you like the look, then go for it. From here, you can go back to the ground level by pressing the up button or by hitting page up on your keyboard. And let's go ahead and take a look at the differences. You'll see that where we place the grates 2 tiles apart, you have a very light fog effect. Where we place them half a tile apart, it's more concentrated and a little brighter. And where they overlap, you basically have a large glowing spot and some fog dancing around it. The choice is really yours as to what will work best for your build, and you can always go back into build mode and adjust as needed. Now that you have your steam effect, you can adjust as needed and continue to place your items. Since the steam does come a little ways off the ground, you can add objects over top of it, and the steam or fog effect will still show through and kind of dance around it. And that's it for this tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching. If this was helpful, please consider dropping a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more tutorials like this, as well as speed builds and other adventures in The Sims. Thank you all, and I hope you have a great day.